Hi guys, long time no see. You have to excuse us, we've been real busy the last couple of months planning and preparing for the hike. As you all know, we're doing a 150 mile through hike, raising money for charity for St Andrew's Hospice and Andy's Man Club, and tomorrow's the big day. Excuse the state of me, it's currently about 11 o'clock at night. If that's not about, it is exactly 11 o'clock. Just making sure I've got all the last minute preparations done. Packed my bag, weighed my bag, 47 pounds, and there's no water in that yet, so I suppose what do you expect? It's going to be a 7 to 10 day hike. We need enough stuff to keep us and sustain us. Anyway, so the next you'll see from me is probably 5 o'clock in the morning when we're getting up and get ready for the train. In a bit. Morning guys, right, so it's 5 o'clock. Taxi's due in 40 minutes or so, and I'll head to the train station. As you can tell, I have not had the best night's sleep, probably an hour and a half at best. Went to bed at 1:30, and I broke sleep in between, and I'm full of cold. I've been for about 2 weeks, so this is going to be fun in a bit.
It's like 4:30, 4:45 in the morning. Today's the day we set off for a charity hike. This isn't even it. This is just me on the way to meet Taylor, but got my bag with me. It's heavy. I don't know. It's gonna be a good adventure. Can't wait for it. Look at that though. That on your doorstep. You can't complain about that.
And then guys, here at the train station. Just waiting for Ads. I can see him bumbling down the road in front. Let's see if we can see him. Maybe not. Right then guys, the legend's here. Just at the train station, heading for it now. We should get where we're heading for about 7:10. 20 minutes, maybe a cup of coffee, cry a little bit, and then we'll be on our way.
Cry a lot.
Hopefully the weather stays like this, but looking at the forecast, we ain't so lucky. Right guys, in a bit.
3 days later.
Fucking not even started yet, and the bag's already snapped. Well, not the bag, the cheap ass plastic.
There's the start of the Viking Way. And this old boy snapped his bag already.
Absolute bullshit. Still.
He's going to MacGyver it.
Yeah, gonna Blue Peter the bitch. Day one, Viking Way. Been a couple of mini dramas back there when we first started. Like, just down there. That's where the Viking Way cafe and bar is. Closed on a Monday, so that don't help. There's the bridge. That's it really. Like we know we've got a long way to go. We just started. You know, we'll take you on our way. See what you think.
Oh man, this isn't gonna end well.
Guys, so we're only a mile and a half in, but if these are the views we're going to do with the rest of the way, then I ain't going to complain. Well, that's gorgeous. South Ferriby Pond, guys. Bit of a rougher time getting here than we expected. It's, I don't know if you tell with it up there, it's absolutely siled it down. Bad's broke. The direction on all trails, if you're following it guys, don't follow it to the letter. Use a bit of common sense with it, because actually some of the trails are old. That I think looking at the Viking Way Cafe, it said it was remapped in 1997 to account for some of the loss of the marshland and the coastline. So we've had a bit of a reroute and a detour, so I think the next time you'll see us is in a cafe, because we're absolutely drenched.
Well, we've had to stop. I don't know how many miles in. We've not long left South Ferriby. That was the first place we ate. Nice little coffee shop there. It's a post office, coffee shop, beer off.
Friendly people, typical little village coffee shop.
Yeah, I think everybody that came in spoke to us, probably because they don't know us, because we're not from around there. but now
So
we're
far,
just chilling.
guys, sorry.
No, go on.
So far, trucking it down,
Yeah.
it's hard work. It's much harder work than we probably anticipated for day one.
Yeah.
We need to slog some miles in today.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of a target which we'll show you. Nice little spot coming up, but we need to hit it at a particular time. So
Yeah.
we need to really put in some miles today. It might be a late one.
Probably will be. It's slow going to start with. I mean, it's not raining now, that's why we're filming, but every time we start moving, it just pisses it down.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad, because it is also dead hot. So, you know, I mean, I'm soaked right now. I am soaked, but...
It's 11:15, I think. Looking at the weather forecast, we've got about an hour of no rain. And then, well, again, it's forecast. But then it's rain again till about 8-9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
So I suspect we'll be pitching up somewhere.
Yeah. Hopefully by then we'll have already been set up and good to go.
I think I said earlier, guys, my pack weighs about £50. Last night was, I think it was £47 without water and without the electronics, and I've added a 3 litres worth of water to that today. So we're easily £50. It's heavier than anything we've ever done. Yeah. But we need enough gear to sustain us for the sort of 7 to 10 day duration, really. So.
Yeah. But we are regretting it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, carrying it is an absolute bitch.
Again, I know we've said it already, but the link's live, guys. We'll copy it in the description. We're going to be collecting funds for St Andrew's Hospice and Andy's Man Club right the way through till September. Yeah. We'll give a deadline for collections. So if anybody wants to donate to these fantastic charities, we'd really appreciate it. Yeah.
If not, just enjoy.
Yeah.
Watch us crying as we moving around and want to quit.
And, you know, things are tough, so we get people can't donate. But if you can't donate, you know, what we would appreciate is give those guys a like, give them a share, spread the word a little bit. You know, it doesn't take anything to like and share their pages on Facebook and socials, and it gets it out there for them a little bit.
Yeah, I'll put their links on there as well.
Yeah, we'll put them there. And as always, guys, if you like anything we've done, or at least you want to see us get a bit more wet and knackered, then like and share this.
Yeah. I'm done. Please. I don't want to do this anymore.
Let's take a little pit stop, guys. It's definitely hard going, this. Harder than we thought for this stretch of the walk anyway. But we'll smash it. Point of no return was when we left the train to get here.
Yeah.
Just took a little detour at Bixby. Just go off the Viking Way a little bit, 200 yards up the hill to the left. See you, mate.
Saying there's someone visiting, so I'm not filming over there.
Yeah, it's not film them. There's somebody visiting over there, guys. So we'll be respectful.
Get the clock tower in. See you on your left. It's a cool clock.
Right, guys, we just had a bit of a thank God moment. We don't pray very often, but if I flip you, we thought we were going up there, and we've already come up quite a big hill, and we prayed we weren't, and we're not. We're going downhill, so at least something's going right today.
Apologies for the noise. As a farmer inconsiderately waking his own land, bastard. There's the bridge where my finger is. There's the bridge. So that is where we started. Yeah, right over there. So we started and then walked all the way along for miles and miles and miles. And now we're on this path.
And actually, we were a bit disheartened. We just sat down and we're like, we've only done, what, 5.5, 6 miles, and we've got another 14 to go today. It's been wet, it's been muddy and hilly. The paths weren't right, so we've done detours because the All Trails map, again, if you're following it, don't. And when you look at that and you realise how far we've actually come around the coast,
yeah,
it's quite a way, really.
Yeah. Just a random view. I'm hoping that sign's on it, or has it fell off?
Oh, alright, guys, excuse the mess of me. So, I think we're about 8-9 miles in for today. Another mile, half a mile to go. and the guide says expect a steep descent and a steep ascent. I'll just spin you around as the guy's getting primed up, and we're going right up there, and I know it don't look very steep to you, but it is. Anyway, wish us luck. Nice. Still not at the top of it. Right guys, just gone through Caister. Dwayne's left us now. He's going home for the night. He's doing a bit of a, some nights he'll go home, some nights he'll camp, which I think...
He's broke his into sections, so he's doing his over a longer period of time than us.
Look at the booklet, it's broken into 13 sections, so he's doing 13 days. He's open to it his 60th on Saturday, ending it open.
He still put us to shame yesterday.
Oh, he did. Man's a machine. Lovely bloke.
Yeah.
Raising money for a great charity. Excuse the noise, guys, sorry. We're on quite a busy road. And I've just found out from a lovely library lady that the route's changed. So coming through Caister isn't the way it is on the old Trails map or on the old Viking Way guide.
Yeah, it changed this season.
Yeah. So if you are doing it, follow the signs.
Yeah, nip into, well, it was Stokes Coffee, but it's an art gallery, library. I didn't get the woman's name, I wish I did, she was awesome.
Yeah.
She had like loads of knowledge, she's a walker as well. Loads of knowledge about, well, all this, everything. And yeah, so nip in there, have a look.
Next stop for us then, guys, is it's going to be Tilby. I think it's probably another 6 or so miles away from us. It's quite a distance today. We started a bit later. Dwayne wanted to start a little bit later because he had a few things to sort this morning. It was probably a bit of a relief really for us because we could get a gear dried in the back of the B&B. But what it has meant is we're going to be a late one tonight. So fingers crossed it's going to be light. But if not, you might not see us camp or set up a camp tonight. But we'll certainly bring you back in the morning if not.
Yeah, we've got another 9 days to do it, so you'll definitely see some shit.
Yeah. Right, in a bit, guys, we'll bring you back if we're not too dark.
Our life choices.
Yeah, I regret my life choices already. Anyway, in a bit.
Well, we've just took a couple of murderous hills. And honestly, I'm dying. We both are. But look at the view. That's our reward. I can live with that.
It's just a shame we ain't got time to stop and sit here and look at that for a bit longer.
Yeah, we've got to get another few miles in.
3.5, I think.
Yeah, what time is it now? About 7?
Well, 27.
Alright, so it's 20 to 7. We've got about 3.5 miles to get in. We're not going to lose a light, but we are losing energy. Weirdly, we've been here before on one of our other videos, the Nettleton Mine Loop one. It's just down that road. There's like you can go left or you can go right because there's mines both ways, and it's weird passing areas that we've actually been on and knowing everything's going to go uphill.
We tried to avoid it, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Which is probably a good job because the first, the bit from Barnaby Wold through to Caister is awful.
Absolute nightmare.
Oh, proper killer though. Hills are mental. This hill was mental.
Ignore the fact that a 60-year-old made us look shit.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Dwayne, great job, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, those hills were killer. They were really killer. That being said, you know, I think if we'd have done it the first time around, we wouldn't have come back.
No, we'd have all of a sudden been like, no, we're not doing the Viking Way. There's probably a car coming, so we might not even be able to finish. That in the distance, I don't know if you can see it. Hang on, where's my hand? That there and 2 spikes. That's the bridge that we started. That's the Viking Way start, and we've walked from there to where we are here. But we did it, you know, crazy ass way around. But it's definitely spared us on a bit because, see, even though we can still see it, which is kind of shit, looking at the distance, we've walked that. So, I don't know.
Incredible, that.
Pat on the back for us.
Nice. Smart.
Hi all. Excuse my face. I am absolutely dying. It's been a long, long day. How many miles we done?
I haven't worked it out, but the last time I looked was nearly 22.
Right, so 22. We've got to where we wanted to be for the night. I'm going to show you in a minute. was excited for this because we have been here before on one of our previous videos. I think the one where the deer was stalking us.
Yeah, it was one of those where we were looking for new campsites.
Yeah. So go back and have a look at that if you want to see it in daylight. But I'll turn you around. We're in an abandoned church, and it is beautiful.
Well, actually, it's not quite abandoned, is it?
It's disused then.
It's, they call it the Ramblers Church. There's a sign on the door that actually says, "Please come in and take a rest." Yeah. So we're taking the opportunity.
Because honestly, the last 4 or 5 miles have been horrendous. Like, if ever there was a time that I wanted to give up, that was it. The past hour and a bit, awful. We got chased down by a mother cow. And the bull. Yeah, the bull was a calf-like, but he just did behind there, and then she came straight at us. That whacked another hour onto us. Yeah, I don't know. It's entertaining, but Jesus, we ain't eating enough today, definitely.
Breakfast.
Yeah, definitely ain't drank enough. Our fault. Yeah. We really wanted to get here though. I mean, this is milestone place, and like I say, if you've seen that other video, you'll see this in daylight. You'll hear the bells and everything. We're expecting them to be going off every hour, maybe. We don't know.
We'll probably try and record a bit in the morning of the day, actually.
Yeah. So if we don't get moved on through the night, I mean, to be fair, I think it's about 10:30, 11 o'clock, so there's only a few hours we're going to be here. There'll be a massive donation going into the donation tin, and an awesome review left in the book, because this really is an absolute godsend. Whether you believe in God or not, it don't really matter. It was like a mirage. Don't get me wrong, it's the top of a massive, cobbled, muddy, awful hill. But I don't know. I'm just going to eat something and pass out in a minute.
Strangely, it's called
yeah.
Minute forget.
Yeah, it should be called Satan's Hill.
Yeah, it should.
Because it's awful. But yeah, it's, I mean, we've got, where are we? We've got a table and pews there where we could eat, and I've got to eat. I just really don't want to. I just want to sleep. I'm so tired. Anyway, if there's anything that goes on in the night that might be interesting, we'll put you back on in a bit.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Some of the nighttime guests.
Back off, you spooky bitch!
Morning all. Started day 3. We ended up sleeping in here last night. That was my bed. I don't know if you can see it. Just 2 pews. Taylor's is over there on the floor. Here you can see that. Oh, would have filmed more, but it was pretty dark when we got here, and we was both pretty pissed off, to be honest. It was a long day. But yeah, we wanted to crash in here, so that's definitely one off the list. Although the bells went off every hour, so that was fun. And I hadn't slept, so great. Anyway. Sorry if it's a bit windy. Yeah, just getting a bit of a scenic view. We're about to take shelter because it is absolutely pissing it down. This is where we are, is beef flock. Yeah. We came here in the previous video, looked around the shop. There's loads of cool stuff. Kind of gutted because we were hoping to stock up on water here. Water fridge is empty. That's our fault, not planning ahead. Although tons of water outside, you can just wring my clothes off and there's loads of water there. But we'll move again when it eases off, I guess.
Morning guys, so we're at Woodall Spa. Apologies for the lack of recording yesterday and day 3.
Basically a swimming day.
Yeah, we'll put in a little clip. We had to take refuge at one point in a really nice cabin.
Risby Flock.
Yeah,
yeah,
they sell and we did donate to. They sell lots of craft items, stuff related to wool, ice cream.
Yeah, specifically that flock, I think if I remember rightly, it's
long-haired.
Yeah, there's only like 700 of that breed or something, and 50 of them are on that farm, or whatever you'd call it. So
yeah, so apologies guys, we didn't film yesterday. It was wet, it was miserable, batteries ran out, we didn't want to get the power banks with this way. But today's our rest day. It's day 4. It was always planned. We're staying at Jubilee Park, Woodall Spa, who, by the way, give some love. They've kindly donated a night's stay, 2 pitches, electric, so we could recharge our batteries, shower facilities, laundry. What else? They've given us a 2-hour swimming slot each, which, looking at their site, you have to book a week in advance. It's so busy.
Yeah, the building was proper, more than helpful.
Oh yeah, big shout out to them. We haven't actually checked in yet. We can't check until 12.
Unless we get to reception and they turn us away because someone was lying, in which case, screw them.
We might come back to this. But no, they've been brilliant. The manager was fantastic. Offered us a free swim, 2-hour swim, without even really asking. He said we'll be sore, which we are. We've rung my uncle who's in the forces. We've got some advice on foot care because we've got blisters like you wouldn't believe.
We're really starting to regret life choices.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, onwards and upwards. Today's going to be a good day. Weather's not so bad, hopefully. It's not planned to rain till this afternoon, so I'm hoping we'll be set up by then. But watch this space.
Yeah. Now then, we're at the place, Jubilee Park, that Taylor was saying about. Was offered 2 pitches to set our tarps up on, which saves us for a night because it means that we ain't got to find somewhere and try and be all stealthy with it. We can actually just set up and leave all our stuff as is. So massive shout out to Woodall Spa Jubilee Park. I think the guy's name was Joe. Taylor's got all the emails and whatnot. Yeah, it's awesome. Here's a room inside my bit. Hang on. 6'2" and big and heavy. I can sit up. My head's not against the top unless I put it here. Still got this. Sat fully upright. Arm's length. Yeah, pretty comfy. Full bag. Yeah, pretty good setup.
Listen guys, day 4, freshly laundered clothes, all courtesy of Jubilee Park. We obviously paid for it. We weren't going to ask them to be donating washing and stuff for us, but
I'm pretty sure they probably would have done because they have been absolutely awesome.
I'm certain they're fantastic.
We just don't want to be assholes and ask for it.
No, so washing machine, dryer, I think it's like £2 for 20 minutes for a dryer, £4.50 for a full wash for a washing machine.
Yeah.
Perfect, ideal. You've got little washing up facilities here and here, and best of it all, for you guys who don't book electric, they've got free lockers. So if you want to charge your electronics whilst here, you can do it safely, lock it up, no one can get in there. And as I say, all free. Go and give these guys a shout out or a check out, guys, because it's honestly a fantastic place.
Well, it's near everything as well.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Anyway, that's us for this evening. I think we're going to head out, get some food, have a pint, rest up.
I'm not having a pint.
No, yeah, alright, Ad's not having a pint. I'm having a pint.
Let's make that clear because I don't want people thinking I started drinking again.
And then back for another 18 miles tomorrow. Just inside the pyramid setup block. So this is the 3x3 multicam. And you can see there's loads of room. Bag over there. Electrics kindly supplied by Jubilee Park. And then you've got enough room here to be laying right out. I mean, I'm not tall, but my feet don't even reach the end. And my head doesn't even reach the other end, so plenty of room. The only inconvenience is the pole in the middle, but you know, for this much room, I can live with that.
Morning all, started day 5. It's been a long one. We had a rest day yesterday. Massive thanks to Jubilee Park again, they was awesome. Like using their stuff, get all the gear cleaned, showers, just chilling. We had a bit of a storm in the night, that was good. Luckily the tarps held out. We just know we've got a lot of miles in front of us today. Early morning, so we'll be alright. Let's keep putting one foot in front of the other.
I'm not sure that rest did me any favours. It's definitely done me favours. But that place was so nice, I just wanted to stay there this morning.
Yeah.
Anyway.
In a bit. Another field, another ton of sheep, another smell of...
One field, more sheep.
Yeah, more smell of farms. Yeah, or just shit.
Must be the country of sheep, because of as far as you can see. In fact, every field this way round has been sheep, hasn't it? Which is great. I'm grateful for no cows.
Good, no cows. Protected bitches. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but we're obviously walking down here, and that is a big rainstorm. That should be interesting.
No! God, please, no! No!
If anyone else ever does the Viking Way, once you leave Woodall Spa, between Woodall Spa and Bardney, it's quite a dead walk. There's just make sure you stock up, make sure you've got water, plenty of water. I mean, it stopped. It rained and then it stopped, so it's not too bad. We've got water, but there's like no seats. At the minute, we're just resting on this bridge.
It's nice and flat though.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a nice flat part of the trail, but there is nothing to stock up.
No, after the Wolds, it's good, but hang on. It's all roads with no paths up to this point. There's paths here, obviously, on this bridge. But yeah, there's a lot of stepping into like just grass verges and hoping for the best so you don't get twatted with a car. But yeah, other than that, that's it. Just over 7 miles done. And we're sat, I think we're on a crossroad. Yeah, like they can just hit us at this point. A few more to go.
So just a bit of an update, if you're following the All Trails app and you're doing this route, when you come to Stixwold and heading towards Southbury, what you need to do is speak to a lovely old bloke that lives in the corner house and he'll send you the right way, because apparently it turns out that the Viking Way route has been remapped. It's not updated on All Trails, so we're doing it. We're doing the right route, but thankfully we just saw him and he rediverted us. He said, go down there across the Witham River. He said they came the other week and took them away. And you can see these aren't supposed to be here, because this isn't the route that it says on all trails, but it clearly is. So again, from Stixwold, come through towards Southery, you need to go down Campney Lane, follow all the way to the bottom, and it'll take you to the right route. But thankfully, that means we do have a nice footpath to walk down for a few miles, so it should be a bit of a relief. And thanks to the dude we spoke to, we appreciate it. He's had luck. He's had enough. We're exhausted, guys. We're 20,000 steps in today. I think we're probably 8-9 miles ish, and we've probably got another 8 or 9 miles to go. Anyway, we'll bring you back if we find anything interesting. Otherwise, it'll be you catching us up tonight when we find a wild place to camp.
It's a little bit early, but that would have been a good spot to crash in a pinch. I mean, the roof's pretty knackered and it looks pretty dangerous, but you know, live and learn, whatever. Don't know if you can see it, but right in the distance, right there, that I believe is Lincoln Cathedral. So tomorrow we'll be walking around that. All in all, day 6, I think. Raining already straight away. All in all, a bit more awake now. A couple of hours in. Still pissing it down, but whatever. It's not what we're going to do about that now. I don't think it's going to stop. Taylor's bust his boots, so we're going to have to try and find some new ones. And then he's got to break them in on the walk, so that'll be fun. And there's a car coming, so we'll
We've already got the blisters, so I don't suppose it's going to make a difference.
Here we are, hang on. There it is. A few more steps to get to it, but that's what we were seeing in the distance yesterday. Well, we thought just for a laugh we'll take Steep Hill and go see the cathedral from that way. We was missing the hills. Well, we had to take a bit of a detour because Taylor needed new boots. I'm going to cut in front of his shot. Yeah, so we had to go detour, find somewhere for boots because his was shredded. But I don't call it Steep Hill for nothing. Anyway, anyway, it's there.
Yes, unfortunately, where we'd have come across and down the hill,
Yeah,
Steep Hill is its aptly named. We've had to come up the bloody thing to go back down, but our boots, the heels have completely fallen picturing.
yeah.
They were gone.
Can't do another 60 odd miles on
I don't think I
one
could have done
sole.
another 6 on them, mate, to be fair. They were absolutely, well, the heel was off, it was talking to me, it was flapping. And that last little bit through Greetwell up to here, I didn't think they were going to last. I thought I was going to put my Crocs on.
Yeah, should have put that in the sponsorship. Like, we'll do it in Crocs. I won't. You'll never see me in Crocs.
I regret doing it in boots.
Anyway, we're going to take a couple of photos of it. If I get a chance, I'll put maybe, I don't know, voiceover or some writing or some shit about some details of it. But it is a massive, massive building, and there's loads of history here.
The grounds themselves, I mean, this is all, you can see this is the outside of the cathedral. So the grounds themselves are all wall, and I've yet to walk up and around. I don't know how we do.
Yeah.
Getting there shut, so.
Yeah, it's not this. Yeah, no. I think we'd have to go along there and then back up again along that.
We'll try.
Yeah, we'll have a look. If we can get in, we'll try and get in. But I mean, you can see all like the really old stuff, and then slightly less old. It's awesome though. Anyway. hey, we've got, by the way we figure it, about 5 more miles for today. That'll be 21 today. And it's, was it, Bayard's Leap? Bayard's Leap, I don't know.
So.
Weird spelling, whatever.
Cloud camp.
Yeah, long trek today. Shit weather constantly. Everything's twice as heavy, which I didn't think was possible with me, but I am. Yeah, whatever.
We were hoping to get a campsite just outside of Bayard's Leap, but they're full.
Yeah.
So
we're still going to camp there.
Yeah.
We're just not going to pay them.
In the wooded area right next to them.
Yeah.
Bonuses, I think there's a cafe in the morning, so if I don't know if it'll be open by the time we leave, but if it is,
yeah,
that'll be great.
But this next place we get to, that's our milestone place, because that makes us 100 mile in-ish, give or take. So
2/3 of the way.
Yeah, smashed its back in, we'll be alright.
And then we've got 3 15-mile days, I think.
Yeah.
And we're done.
Almost finished, almost home time.
Well, if we weren't tired enough, this is now the road we've got to go on for 3 miles.
Roman Road.
Roman Road.
Romans can eat my ass.
Even though,
Was it Roman Road?
yeah, we're shattered. Roman Roads. We're almost, well, another 3 miles of this I'll show you in a second. And that'll be our 20 for the day.
21.
It's 21.
To the point.
My bad, 21.
Because it rounds us up to the milestone of 100.
Yeah.
We should be excited.
Just under 100, just over, we're not quite sure, but it's about 100, so we're going to call it 100. I'll flip you around and show you why we're signing off to because that's what we've got to go up, and it's like that for 3 miles, so we're probably going to be covered in mud by the end of it.
Just walking down the, well, what's known as the Roman Road. Found a pillbox type thing, so we'll have a look while we're here, might as well. Let's have a look, can we see out inside? Graffiti as usual.
A bit mucky, a bit gloomy, just a nice run into it.
I can't get around now, we'll be back. Are you filming as well?
Just a load of rubbish, mate.
Oh, right, fair enough, I'm not going to try and waste my energy then. But yeah.
We packed for every eventuality, but I forgot my snorkel and flippers. Morning all. Day 7.
Yeah, day 7.
Day 7.
Feel a bit livelier today. We slept.
Yeah. Slept, we've eaten. Yeah. We found this place. So it's Bayard's Leap Cafe and Lodge, but actually it's
Horseshoes Cafe and Lodge.
Yeah, it's now called Horseshoes Cafe and Lodge. Just waiting for the sign to come. I think Amy and the staff here have been incredible.
Yeah, it's kind of been more helpful.
They've donated
as well,
yeah. They've given us breakfast. Well, we paid for breakfast, but they've cracking breakfast. We've got water, and they've donated to the cause. So, big shout out to them. They've been fantastic. Really helpful.
And it's not really labelled anywhere on any maps because this is just technically a road, as far as what we was following.
Yeah, so
but
from
bike
Wellingham
nights and all sorts. So yeah, between Navenby or Navenby, however you want to say, I got up on that. And Marston. It's a lot of miles between them both. This is the midpoint and it's the only point, so it's ideal.
I think the road was called High Street Dyke or High Dyke Street, something like that. You basically follow it straight. It doesn't show on the map, but you just keep going and going and going. You follow the Viking Way signs.
Turns into Airmine Street though, brackets Roman Road.
Yeah, it looks like
it is a Roman road because it's awful.
Yeah, it looks like an off-road like Jeep course. Like you look like you're in the wrong place, but you're not. And then you come to this wonderful place. Give you a good breakfast, good night's sleep. And it's a good point to stop. It's 100 miles on the journey, so yeah, we're buzzing for today. We're really psyched up. It might not look it
because we've got to move now.
Ready to go.
Now then, excuse the traffic. Just walk down the big main road. Yesterday was a killer. Anybody who does, if anybody happens to do the Viking Way, between Navenby and I think the next place on the route is probably Marston. There's Taylor. There he is.
Hey, full of energy today, guys. Full of English breakfast.
There's one road, Airmine Road. Well, it becomes Airmine Road. It's brackets Roman Road. It's a bastard of a road because it's not a road. It's more of an off-roader's paradise. It's full of hills, full of puddles, full of mud. And it was about 4 miles of it, but it felt like 24 miles of it. Afterwards, though, there's Horseshoes Cafe and Lodge. And there's the space outside. If they're not there and there's no rooms and it's closed or whatever, it's the middle of the night. I don't know when you're walking. There's grass verges outside that you could crash on if you really wanted to. That was what we was going to do. We was lucky enough that we ended up actually getting a room for the night. We were soaked. We had to dry all the gear, but we had a breakfast with them, and honestly, they was awesome this morning. The people in there.
We told them we actually, if we couldn't get a room, we were going to camp on the front, and they were like, "Oh well, so be it." Lovely staff.
Yeah.
Topped us up with water.
Yeah.
Gave us some free water.
Yeah.
Cracking breakfast.
Yeah. But they're fairly new, so there's a chance, because we didn't really know it was there till sort of last minute. It used to be, I think that. Well, it used to be there as Bayard's Leap Cafe or something. I don't know, whatever. But it shut down years ago, and they've just reopened it recently as Horseshoes Cafe and Lodge. But yeah, I don't know who's watching this, and I don't know if any of you are actually going to do the Viking Way, but if you do, that's a good place to stop. But now we're going to try and crack on because we've got 4 days left, but we're hoping to smash it in 3 days. And we're just going to plough through the miles because we want to go home. Probably can't hear us because it's quite windy. Stop for a rest on the wall from Shawshank Redemption. We're looking for the black rock that's got no earthly business being there. But look at the view. Blue skies, green grass, or whatever it is.
From now on, that's all we've got. Any more towns? Well, not really any more towns.
Biggest problem is going to be water.
Yeah.
I get a feeling that any farmhouse we pass, we're going to be tapping them up for filling our water bottles. Still.
Right guys, we've just got to Carlton's group, A7. Outside a lovely church. There seems to be one every couple of miles through all these little villages. Lovely. Just come up through, you see that post over the antenna station up there. We just come that way down the hill and back up here. I think it cuts off to the Viking Way and goes right, and we're off to Marston, I believe, next. And hopefully there's a pub there because I fancy a pint. And that's over there growling, look. Cheerful as ever.
Dying a little bit.
He ain't doing it quietly.
Nope.
Death doesn't like to be cheated.
Another crossroad, another rest.
Well, we're not train spotting, but why not? Okay, sorry.
When you're at Sewston Lane, signs over there saying that it's down here. Someone really doesn't want you to come down here. I mean, it looks like Satan's asshole down there, and someone's really made a point of like piss off kind of thing. But the sign, the Viking Way, is there, so you come from down there, wherever it is, from down there all the way up here, get to this massive pile of shit. Maybe keep that in mind. This is a long lane as well, so we're currently looking for somewhere to pitch because we're getting to the end of the day, and our plan where we was going to go and worked out too public, so we're about to just carry on. I mean, we're getting miles in, that's a plus, I guess. I don't know, whatever, we're tired. Don't know if the camera's picking it up, but got a good few miles of this, and we're actually looking for somewhere to crash for the night. It's not looking promising today.
Evening all. Real hard day today. We thought it was going to be a good one because of the sun. It has been a good one, but we lost a bit of time on the A1 because we realised we couldn't cross.
Yep.
We had to divert a couple of miles, but actually
our plan was we was going to sleep about 6 miles that way.
Yeah.
Roughly. And we got there and it was absolutely garbage. Like, some farmers like tore up all the ground, rammed a crap load of concrete blocks in the area we was planning on going. So we thought, screw it, we'll keep walking, and we smashed a crap load more miles in.
So we're about 119.46 or something like that, which means there's 26 miles to go, or 27.
We could do that in a day. We're not.
Can't. Anyway.
Just in time, managed to whack up a tarp near hay bale. Walked ourselves out, but now it started pissing it down. Although, there's the view. Get up early hours, get cracking, because the path is literally the other side of this hay bale. We just saw a gap, jumped over and threw up the tarp. So if we don't get moved on, we'll be here till early hours, and then we'll crack on, smash them out tomorrow, get home as soon as possible. We're pretty much done for the day, but we're getting we're in the middle of nowhere, but we're getting a front row seat to an awesome sunset. And then if I pan across, wherever it is, in the distance over there, I'll zoom in. Big ass castle. We're not entirely sure the name of it. It is written down, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah. All update, we're leaving in a minute. It's got up early, going to try and smash out as many hours as we can, miles, whatever. Last night we was working out exactly how many we had left, because we was hoping it would be around about 27, give or take, but it's actually less of the route. So if we really get our asses in gear, there's a good chance we might actually finish today, but we've got no idea what the roads are like in front of us. So if it's anything like the farmers' fields yesterday, we might not be, but we're going to try like fuck to try and get it done today. Anyway, we'll keep you updated.
The fuck you are.
Just at Woolsthorpe Block. Looks like it's been used in a little while as all the algae's built up. We're open today, day 8. Well, we finished day. We'll check back in later to see whether that happens or not.
Yeah, that's what we're aiming for. Bit of an update. We have smashed it like as much as we can. We're well over halfway.
Everything's sore.
Yeah, pain on top of pain. It says. We're pretty certain we're definitely going to finish today. We can't not. If we keep getting fairly decent roads, we should be alright. The first, I think, a little bit this morning, exiting where we was awful. Yeah. But as soon as we came out of that, it's just nothing but flat roads, which we love.
I think we smashed nearly more than halfway now, haven't we?
Oh yeah, well over halfway.
So, good progress, although these were back to fields, I don't know.
Hang on. So we know when we get through there, we're going to be hitting, hang on, over there.
So we might slow a bit.
Yeah. We think we've got less than an hour to go, so yeah. We'll get some shots when we get to Oakham, to our finish line. Hopefully when all this is edited together and everything, hopefully it's slightly entertaining. I mean, we didn't film half as much as we wanted to because, well, it was just battering it down and
rained for the 6 of the 8 days.
Yeah, it was just head down, get the miles, head down, get the miles. But
and actually it's been exhausting, so
yeah, we are absolutely fucked. Probably one of the hardest things I've done. But if it's entertaining or anything, you know, like, subscribe, follow, whatever, share it, enjoy it. I don't know. We'll put the link in for the charities, or the GoFundMe, the charity that we're doing it for. 2 charities rather. We're running that open till September.
Yeah.
To do, you know, to get the collections in, you know, after the event, to prove that we've done it, which we have, and our feet are telling us that we have. But yeah, that's it. So this is it. We're in the literal final stretch, minutes, and we'll be where we need to be. Probably like half hour, something like that, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll give you, sorry guys, we'll give you a shot of the Oakham end point.
Yeah.
And if the library's open, we'll show you what's signed in the book. If not, I might say that the pub I was filming over there.
Yeah, no, but we are trying to get there in time to sign this frigging book before the close.
Shuts at 5 and we're hoping we're going to get there.
Yeah, it's going to be tight.
Yeah, it is.
We've done it.
No tears or anything.
Yeah, no streamers, no balloons. But over there, that sign, wherever the fuck it is, there. Anyway, whatever, that sign. That's the end of it. That's the Oakham Library.
Apparently we're going to sign some book.
Yeah. So, 8 days.
1 rest day. 6 days of rain. Not bad going, I don't think.
Yeah. I'm so tired.
Yeah.